Hello, HEXO traders. It is Monday, November 9th. It's Rod with POW Group. Welcome back again on the Pursuit of Wealth. And in today's video, we're going to discuss HEXO hitting $1.20 pre-market today, and then coming down. It was down over 30% from the high of pre-market. So before we jump into today's content, make sure to smash the like. I'd appreciate that very much, and consider subscribing to the channel. So taking a look, HEXO had some news out today. So Trent McDonald had been in an interim CEO position with HEXO as interim CFO, and they have now confirmed that Trent McDonald will move into a permanent role as the Chief Financial Officer, and that came after Health Canada's security clearance process for key personnel approved the change. So that was some positive news in terms of HEXO today. The not so positive news, we were down over 30%. So you can see we had a nasty daily candle. We had a daily EMA bull cross with EMA 12 crossing through EMA 26. We saw a huge volume on Friday as well. And today, not that much volume compared to Friday, but definitely notable the size of the pullback on the candle today. Obviously a lot of pullback, a lot of profit taking from the low down here at 58. I think we hit 54 on the low of the earnings reaction, actually. Just go back here. 55, it looks like. So 55, you got to keep in mind that people who entered at 58, like myself, and started averaging in, and who bought at the 58 level or the 55 level in pre-market, those people are up. If we look at 120, they're up over 100%. So when something runs over 100% in no time, I know a lot of people are asking me, why is HEXO down today? I understand it's down, it ran a lot, but why is it down so much? Well, it's because it ran so hard. And you might be wondering, well, SPY gapped up, what's going on? Why wasn't MJ bullish? Well, it was bullish to begin the day, but because of how much profit in such a short time, we're seeing that there was a lot of profit taking, and something that runs over 100%, it's not uncommon for it to fall 30 or 20%. So that's, in my opinion, why HEXO dropped today, is because there was a lot of profit taking. We saw a lot of back and forth about whether the US election results were valid. There was a lot of rumors going around. I did a couple videos today on my midday market update and my daily market recap. You can check those out to learn more, but essentially there's been talks that deceased people ended up voting, and maybe people were taking some profit in the event that maybe the election, maybe Trump makes a comeback and the election results get reversed, or there's some clawbacks. No one really knows exactly what's going to happen. So obviously that's going to affect the marijuana sector. And I think that's why also names were down. But first and foremost is just people taking profit. And like I said, on the daily chart, when you run over 100%, it's not uncommon for it to fall 30%. And we got tons of space. We have a daily high or low here at 62 cents. So anything above that is a daily high or low. So 43%, we could pull back and still be looking for a daily high or low to maintain a daily uptrend. And just taking a look at the monthly chart, just to zoom out a little bit here, we did top out around EMA 12 resistance, which has been resistance for quite some time now. So if we can get over that, then we'll look to $1.29. So EMA 12 at 121, most important resistance on the monthly. And then we'll look to 129, which is the high of the previous earnings reaction last quarter. And then we'll look to EMA 26, which again, it hasn't done since the all-time high. And that's all the way up at $1.90. So those are some potential levels. If we get over $1.29, then again, that's a monthly uptrend and a new monthly high or low set at 58 cents. So we'll be watching that. We're up after hours at 86 cents. So let's just zoom in here to the hourly chart. So the hourly chart today from the open, up $1.20 with a high of pre-market, a lower high every single candle for 8 candles. So personally, I sold some of my HEXO, the majority. I sold all of my investment capital and I rode the profits. And then I saw this pattern of a lower high every candle. It was more evident on the 15-minute time frame. So from the open, we sold off, and that's when we bounced here on the 15-minute. I was just looking for a potential 15-minute bear flag. So I covered at 95, sold majority of my position, just riding my profits. And then I looked to re-enter again, and I re-entered, and I noticed that we had a lower high every candle on the 15-minute. And I zoomed out to the hourly, and I noticed that it was for 8 candles in a row. So I entered off of, we also had an hourly high or low here at 82 cents. So I knew we had hourly support at 82. Then I went over to the daily chart, and I saw that we had the 200-day moving average at 78 cents. So some strong support around 80 to 78 cent range on the US side. We could potentially be setting up for a 50-day moving average cross of the 100 and the 200-day. So Canopy has already done that. Just taking a quick peek at Canopy. You can see it's already done that, and it's followed through, and we saw huge follow through. But keep in mind that HEXO has gone sideways through this lateral movement since June from the previous earnings reaction. And in my opinion, this was just an accumulation phase. And we dropped down here to about 60 cents, a huge wick, bought that up, and we just bounced around within an equilibrium in a sideways range. And to me, I think that was accumulation. And then we broke down to the 63 cent mark. And then we ran up to 85. Again, I think it's just the market makers and institutional investors loading up, and the earnings reaction, negative earnings reaction, was just the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's when I know a lot of retail investors that are interested in getting in HEXO just through my online videos on YouTube. I see a lot of engagement, a lot of interest in the stock. I have a lot of friends and family who are asking about the stock, and that's why I'm doing this video, so I don't have to regurgitate myself and say the same thing 100 times to 100 different people. So again, if you find these videos valuable, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and give us a share. I'd appreciate that very much. So again, we could be looking at a 50-day moving average crossing the 100 and potentially the 200. We had, like I said, the 200-day support at 78 cents, which gave me confidence re-entering. I also sold at 95 cents, so entering at 82 after selling at 95 was a gift, and I was looking to take that trade. We also had support from the 10-week moving average here at 74 cents. So ideally, if we can hold over 74 cents, that's extremely bullish. And just going back to the hourly chart here, with after hours on, you can see here, it looks like the hourly bounce is underway. We do have EMAs potentially setting up for a bear cross, with EMA 12 coming down over EMA 26. And we are pulling back a little bit. We hit 87 after hours, and we're pulling back a little bit here. We have EMA support, EMA 26 support at 85, and EMA 12, which should act as resistance at 88 cents. But looks like the hourly bounce is underway. Since we had a lower high every candle for 8 candles in a row. Now we've broken that pattern after hours. We'll see if that can maintain into tomorrow. But like I said, I'm very comfortable after re-entering my position at 82 cents. It's up to 86 after hours. And like I said, we're just expecting, we are crossing EMA 12 and 26 bullish on the 5-minute chart here after hours. And like I said, just looking for an hourly bounce. We were in an hourly uptrend, but we lost the uptrend with this bear break here. So on this bounce, we will just expect, we'll see how big of a bounce we can get, but we will expect and anticipate an hourly lower high given the size of this pullback. So what I could potentially see is something like this, so an equilibrium. We could potentially see a bear flag, or we could potentially see a double top. There's so many different ways that this could play out. Personally, I think it looks something like this. And I'm just going to leave that there as well for tomorrow, and just see if that comes true tomorrow. But like I said, we still have a lot of interest in the stock, a lot of friends and family that are interested. I know a lot of people online are interested. A lot of my videos on YouTube, I'd say a good majority are coming from HEXO. I can see a lot of people interested. The products are amazing. I absolutely love the products. I love the company. I love their partnership with Molson Coors. I love the US ramping up legalization. There's so many catalysts to look forward to. And personally, I think HEXO's next earnings report is going to be absolutely fantastic. I think they're going to blow it out of the water. We can clearly see that HEXO took market share from Aurora. They had less than they beat revenue expectations, but it's clear that that revenue is going to Canopy and to HEXO, which I called out months ago. Whenever I put out a video, it was time to buy cannabis stocks, I believe it was, right around there. So you can check out that video on my channel as well. But personally, I'm holding HEXO. I was just looking to reload cheaper, and I did exactly that. I'm going to be holding this for the long term. I think I have over 30,000 shares of HEXO at this point, just been accumulating. And like I said, sold today, kept my profits, and then re-entered with my investment capital on a hourly bounce. We didn't hit hourly oversold, but after hitting such a huge move, you can see that we hit 15-minute oversold as well. So another potential signal to get bullish the stock after a huge move like that, running 100%. 15-minute oversold and 5-minute oversold are usually good chances or good opportunities to capitalize on those. So again, 86 after hours, up 3%. So we'll see if the bulls come out blazing tomorrow. Hopefully, again, you found this information valuable. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you tomorrow. Who knows, for a midday market update, maybe a midday and an after hours daily market recap video. I've been doing a lot more videos lately, so you may see me more than once tomorrow. But other than that, take care, everyone. Best of luck into the trading day tomorrow, and congrats to the bulls.